So the other day I was skimming through Twitter, like I do, and I saw Gina Carano posted sensitive content. And for that whole time looking at it, I was just scratching my head thinking, what the? Now, if you were to, we have some clarification about that, and we will be digging into that in this video. But first, I'd like to say thank you for viewing, stopping by the channel. Really appreciate it. And I'd also appreciate if you hit the like button, shared this video, and hopefully subscribe. Help get me past 1,300 subs. Also, I got some new merch for my weekly stream on Thursdays at 9 p.m. All American Beef. For you to check out on my Teespring, grab a t-shirt or hoodie and help support the channel as well as military veterans. If you didn't know, I'm an Afghan vet and I've had some help, and I want to do something to give back to my brothers in arms. So with any item sold in the All American Beef merch line, 25% of the proceeds will go to the VFW of Ohio, and that is not for a one-time purchase. That's going to be for the entirety of the run of this merch line. So please consider banging up a shirt when you can. All right, with that out of the way, let's talk about this. So, unfortunately, cancel culture is not ending anytime in the foreseeable future for Gina Carano. Of course, you know, recently on Bill Maher, former U.S. Senator Heidi Heitkamp, blunt, direct, called her a Nazi, unfounded, but given her association most likely with Phantom Menace and Ben Shapiro Daily Wire, despite the various ethnicities and both genders being present, they're all white supremacists that she hangs out with. Of course, that's the narrative. And, you know, she's been canceled from Disney Plus, Mandalorian hit TV show, because of her insensitive tweets and stuff. And now she has a sensitive content warning on her account. Apparently, if you go to her account outside of your account following her, you get a sensitive content warning for violent, hateful, etc. This stuff is usually put on an account if you got a safety feature on your Twitter, and or if they share a lot of violent posts, possibly adult imagery content. Get my drift. Nothing that Gina shares. She shares inspirational stuff and inquisitive, at this moment, conservative, but I would say common sense rhetoric through usually memes on her account. Things to make you question, things that reflect a spirit of about half of the country, if not more. People tired of the lockdowns, people tired of these mask mandates, of follow the science, and the science goes wherever the agenda needs it to. And of course, she's canceled for that. Unfortunately, but she's got a lot of fervor, a lot of backing, myself included, though I don't tout it often. But unfortunately, she's gotten this ding on her again. It reminds me of a couple things. If you don't recall, President Trump, during the supposed insurrection, quote-unquote, riots at the Capitol, Trump was banned on Twitter for inciting violence when he clearly said, hey, please don't be violent. They will smear our general movement. But of course, he was taken down. And right after, every major company banned or put up blocks or what have you on content from him or relating to him. And he tried to network around through Twitter via other official accounts, but those were stopped as well. I think his son has been stopped. But given that he's such a polarizing figure, such a huge following, it instantly hurt Twitter. I think they lost $5 billion in trading. And like, I know you're going to be like, what is he talking about? Sports. Well, I'm here for Star Wars. Come on, man. But just follow me. Just listen. Take it easy. Don't leave yet. There's sports in Star Wars, pod racing, the Coliseum, etc. Chill out. If you don't recall, in the 80s, the South, I'm not sure what the conference was called. Essentially, the Big 12, that area, my neck of the woods, Oklahoma, Texas. A lot of these schools were buying players for recruiting, including Eric Dickerson, who eventually went to SMU, Southern Methodist University. There was a lot of cash changing hands to get them on teams, and when it was discovered, Southern Methodist got the hammer struck down on them. And ever since then, there's been other cases like this, but because the precedent was so harsh and set that school back so far, the SEC has never actually followed through with full-on punishment. And I think you got a scenario like this right now because Gina Carano is a woman, and that's their whole narrative of the left in entertainment Hollywood is, listen to women, believe all women. Oh, fuck, but Gina Carano is conservative. Damn it. But they know she's got a huge vocal following, and the general consensus of people aware also support her. And there seems to be at least rumors running around that Favreau is very angry with this whole decision. And we'll see how that goes forward. But that sports comparison of punishment, I think Disney and company is aware of hey, if we do ice this woman out of collectively across multiple platforms, we got to do it subtly and like a death by 1,000 cuts. We got to just, send her on her way quietly. People won't notice as much as compared to doing the harsh Band-Aid removal, which is kind of what happened with Trump. And I think that's kind of the same path ultimately Carano will go on, barring some sort of huge platform blowing up to counteract and not care or cater to the conservative half to balance out with Twitter and Facebook. But it seems very coordinated because, of course, she just got smeared. She's been canceled by Disney, and now there is this going on. But yeah, that's the news. You're probably going to see a lot of videos about this. I just think it's interesting because it's getting very Orwellian. It might just be coincidence, and it might be something I'm hyper-focused on because it's Star Wars. It's just really weird that they're doing this, and then, there's assumptions that this might be Disney coordinated, and we've seen, the Trump thing, big corporations working together to silence people. So it's not so far-fetched. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. How do you see this playing out? Will they kind of remove this? Do you think it's really just maybe the amount of SJWs reporting her to get her banned on Twitter? Any other ideas? It'd be cool to see them. I'll talk to y'all next time.